Hello, you guys, and welcome to another episode of 15 Minutes Cafe. 每周三来到15 Minutes Cafe 英语咖啡馆，喝一杯老师们的本周主题特调，一起探讨国际文化、时事、职涯、网络和音乐等多元主题，轻松吸收主题相关的词汇、惯用语和常用例句。We have Patrick in the house.Hey
guys, 我是周报时光机的派翠克。
Right. So on 15 Minutes Cafe, today, of course, we would have to talk about summer. Okay. Very, very important to us. And when Patrick is in the house, we need to learn a little bit about where summer came from.
Oh.
Okay. Not the season, but where summer vacation comes from.
But summer vacation passed away for me, I have no more summer vacation.
For most of our listeners, summer vacations are not a thing for us anymore.
Yeah.
It's not for us, more for our maybe little nieces, nephews, cousins, and your children, okay? Not for us.
Yeah,
okay.
It's now history for us.
Okay, saying it's history...That's a little sad, isn't it?
Totally sad. My sister's daughter, which we'll call it, my niece has graduated from the elementary school this summer.
Seriously?
Yeah, time flies. Like I used to think of her 就是很小的一个小孩，但没想到她现在已经小6毕业，要进入国中了。
But Patrick, you are still relatively young, and your sister married early or had kids very early?No,
we have a big gap in the age.
Oh, yeah. So your older sister is much older than you.
Much older, like 11 years old.
Okay. Wow, that's very nice. I envy you with an older sister because that means, you had good relationship with your older sister. Me and my brother, we're too close. So, we fight all the time. There's no taking care of each other. There's more like fighting. So, wow, your niece is already going on to what, junior high school, right?
Yeah, junior high school. Time flies.
Wow. So, talking about the good old times, right? Summer vacations. I mean, I guess these days we can still take summer vacation, but it's in a different format.
Yeah, it's totally different. You still have to worry about your job, right?
Well, if you quit, you don't have to worry.
The time happens, you will have to worry about other stuff.
Other things.
Yeah.
That's part of growing up, unfortunately. But when I mean like summer, if you think about it, we used to get forced to take the 20 days, the 1 month off. You're sort of forced, right? In school.
Yeah.
And even in college, you're kind of forced because there's no point staying on campus. You can't visit your professors because they're not there. And your classmates are probably abroad or they're, working part-time, making tuition, all sorts of issues, all sorts of things that they do. But now you sort of, when you reach adulthood, your idea of a vacation is very different. You're not forced because you choose to take a vacation.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. You have to plan a lot of stuff, travel around the world or doing something that you want to do.
Yeah.
It's totally different.
So you now have full control in adulthood. You're not forced to take a vacation. You now say, I need a vacation.
Yeah.
Whereas back in college years or high school years or elementary school years, for me, it's like, we the term ended, the semester ended, and we go on holiday. I can't see my friends anymore. I can't see my classmates anymore. That kind of sucks.
Yes.
I gotta twirl my fingers at home. Play with your dogs, and it's so boring. Right?
And a lot of homework to do.
Exactly. And then I'd rather go to school because, it's a routine. You just go to school, meet your friends, enjoy the breaks, do some homework, and that's a day. But now you choose to enjoy that holiday. You decide what you want to do. I don't know which is better because when we were in school, we want to have that choice, that control.
Yes.
And now that we have control, we wish we were kids again.
Yeah, of course. That's the way humans live, right?
So, you cannot have the best of both worlds, unfortunately. You have to go for one. You got to decide. You want to grow up or you don't want to grow up.
There's a word that they say only when you lose you can learn to cherish, right?
So you only cherish what you have lost.
Yes.
How true is that? Okay.
What a sad thing. We're in summer vacations.
Yes, we started this episode going Depro. That's terrible. No, that's not the point of this particular episode. This particular episode, we want to know who came up with that stupid idea of summer vacation. How dare you? How dare you?
Trying to know what is the origin of the summer vacation.
Exactly. And how dare this person not give summer vacation to adults? We blame him. We blame him or her.
Him is a him.
It's a him. Okay. Right. So Patrick, give us the load. Tell us who's responsible for our summer vacations.
OK， 这个有一段历史渊源啦。当然，它是一个间接式造成暑假诞生的一个过程。
Right.
We have to thanks to the father of American public school. This guy is called Horace Mann.
Horace Mann. I think I heard of him somewhere.
Oh, really?
Okay.
He is very important in figure out in the Americans' education reform, right? 这个针对很多教育改革，他担任这个相关的秘书长的时候，这个教育委员会的秘书长的时候，他其实帮助美国的公共学校做了很多有关这个教育改革的事情。So, how did he done to make this education reform?
Yes.
To, come out with the summer vacation stuff.
Yes.
这个就要回顾到他的这个年份，就19世纪的时候，其实这个 Horace Mann 啊，他生长的那个环境 You know that air condition or maybe fan doesn't invented in 19th century.
No.
So when the students are study inside the classroom, they're totally hot and burning, right?
Yes.
In summer times, no winds and the temperature is high. So, the public, they don't have good health. 就是卫生环境可能没有那么好。甚至这个太闷热的环境也让学习的状况没有到这么好。
Okay, so terrible learning environment.
Yes.
No AC,
totally.
no fans, just terrible environment. Okay. Got it.
Okay, so this is the first point of summertime. And the second is 在还没有这种长时间的暑假这种休息的时候 Horace Mann 他觉得说其实这个学生啊长期学习的过程当中缺乏适度的休息，反而会让他们在学习的过程当中可能会影响到他们的身心，甚至对于学习产生这种不喜欢的感觉。
Agree. Okay. I would agree with that. I think from observation, teachers can tell you that no students are paying attention because they are studying under not so friendly conditions.
Yes. So this is the two main points of Horace Mann that he wanted to change the educations in America. So 这是他想要改变的一些事情啊。第一个就是夏季的环境，学习的环境不好，那可能就尽量让学生有时间可以放松，刚好这两件事情是不冲突的，那所以他就希望可以去改革这件事情。另外一方面呢 we're talking about students, but on the other hand, you want more teachers to come to join the education stuff. So the summer vacation idea can give teachers a long vacations and attract them to be join in this education field, right? So这也是他的一个想法，所以这三点就造就了 summer vacations came out.
Oh, okay. So on the one hand, he improved the conditions for students. And on the other hand, he also incentivized teachers, people to become teachers, come and teach because this is I wouldn't say like a easy environment, but this is a good environment. This is an environment where you can practice your passion.
Yeah, because we have to come back to 19th century. 在那个时候其实周休2日啊，或者是这种放假的这种工作休息日的概念跟观念 Yeah, it doesn't really be common. 就是有一些公司有，但是不是每一间机构或公司都会告诉你说周休2日这件事情很重要。
So if you think about it, 100 odd years ago, I mean, people were not concerned about all the things we're concerned about today. Like diversity,
ESG,
ESG, all that stuff. Because most people in the 20th century, they are more worried about survival. How do you survive if you don't farm for your own food? How do you survive? There's no money, right, to go around. That was when the $1 was like big money. But today, $1 is like less than a tip, right? Not even a waiter want to take you $1 anymore.
Yeah.
So I think 100 odd years ago, people are more concerned about survival.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of visionary for Horace Mann to think about these things because without these reforms, without building these education systems, you can't really better children and you can't really better the future of a country.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know if John noticed this trivia. Is that 这个周休日是谁发明的? Did John know?
No. How dare this guy? He should start with 3-day weekends and 4-day weekends.
Yeah. Okay, so who is this guy? Again, a boy, a male. He is very famous. The American automobile big company.
No way, guy. Henry Ford?
Yeah, Henry Ford.
No way.
He came out this reform in 1926.
1926, so 100 years ago. Exactly 100 years ago. He started weekends off. Seriously?
Yeah, so why? Why did he want to do this? Because at that time, workers have to work close to 100 hours.
Jeez. If you behave like that as a boss today, the whole world would hate you, right?
Yeah. Crazy.
But that's Henry Ford.
Yeah. So he come out like, I have to change this. And he come up with an idea of 40-hour working week. 就是每周工时40小时的这个政策.
Hang on a second. He was making good money, right?
Yeah.
By making his people work 100 hours a week. And then he cut it down to 40.
Yeah.
Why?
Okay.
I mean, as an entrepreneur, you want to make more money.
Yeah, very easy idea. We have to change our place from boss to the people to the normal person. 就是他生产的是这个福特汽车嘛。So if you're all day working, you don't have the time to travel around with your car.
Oh.
Yeah, so he want more consumers to buy his Ford. So he have to make people have time to go travel around or maybe, a family trip around the world to the mall to buy something. So you have to drive Ford, right? You have to 就是会有这个需求想要去买这个福特的汽车。So he's totally smart, right?
Okay, so he started the business and he said, okay, whoa, hang on a second. We're making way too many cars. We need more customers.
Yes.
So he says, okay, how do we get more customers? Then I'm going to lobby at Congress, right? With all the congressmen and say, this is wrong, right? People must work 40 hours a week. It's better for them. And then so he can sell more cars.
Yeah. 这是有一个相互关系的。He's smart. I really, when I realized this trivia, I think Henry Ford is a totally tough guy, a smart guy.
Gosh, we went to school, right? We went to college.
Yes.
Why do I feel stupid? Like listening to this, right?
Yeah, so he's smart, right? He really know how to sell his product with some easy policy changing, and then a lot of consumer will buy his car.
So he's got some sort of innate business sense. He understands his market. He understands what the heck he's doing. He sees it happening, right? He sees that evolution, that change in people. So which is kind of visionary, I guess, which is very, very visionary. Wow. Okay. So, he should have, in order to sell more cars, he could have made, like just 1 day work and 4 days play, right? 4 or 5 days play.
But he's still a boss, so he won't really do that.
Okay. So that was very interesting trivia. So I want to chime in a little bit about Horace Mann. Okay. And so in 1838, Horace Mann, and this is something I found from Wikipedia. Wikipedia says, Horace Mann targeted the public school in 1838. He targeted public school and its problems. So he's got 6 basic principles, his approach to the public education system, all right? So number 1 is the public should no longer remain ignorant. Education should be for all, right? You shouldn't have ignorant public. So the general public must start learning. Okay. So second principle, that such education should be paid for, controlled, and sustained by an interested public. So the education must be paid for, controlled, and sustained by an interested public. So those public who's interested in education business should come and do this. Moving on, his third principle is that this education will be best provided in schools that embrace children from a variety of backgrounds. So this will only work if you embrace students of all backgrounds. Okay, and this is 1838. So this is way before, racial issues of modern day, right? Okay, or racial segregation of modern day. That's way before. So he already talked about that. Embrace children from variety of backgrounds. And fourth principle, this education must be non-sectarian. Okay, non-sectarian means you shouldn't discriminate against, different sectors, right? Some people get higher education, some people don't. So everybody goes through the same thing. Next, that this education must be taught using the tenets of a free society, which means that there's freedom and open access. Okay. And the last principle, that this education should be provided by well-trained professional teachers. Okay. So education should be open and openly accessible to all, and to all races, to those who are rich, to those who are poor, those who are in towns and cities and rural areas. They should all have access to this, because the public should no longer remain ignorant. Thanks to Horace Mann, we have public education system today that's still continuing to get reformed as of today. So great job. And I have heard a lot of the podcasters and our friends who are, in sort of the preschool education, in the elementary education system, and also, junior high school education system. It's a hard time now being a teacher. It's very different.
Yeah, a lot of news. They 就很多的报道这个学生欺负老师。
I think apart from that is the challenges today, because you long time ago, education systems were reformed every, 10, 20 years, a few generations or so. But today, with the advent of AI and a lot of what's going on economically, I don't know. I mean, 3-4 years is like a cycle to me, right? Every 3 or 4 years, the economy hits a black swan, and then there's some changes, and then there is COVID, and then there's this, and then there's that. How do you make sure that the education, the content of education, our curriculum, prepares our students for the future? If you don't know, if you don't see like a foreseeable trend for the future, you know what I mean? You really don't know. You teach kids today like this is the way of understanding mathematics. What if quantum physics pop up, in the next 2 years, and then we got to restudy mathematics? We got to restudy calculus. We got to restudy things that we thought that was foundational, right? We're making so many breakthroughs now. It's not even funny.
Yeah. Even now, the AI times are coming. Who knows, 10 years after now, what would happen? The world changed rapidly recently, right? A lot of new stuff.
And education system is a K-12 system.
Yeah.
So it's a 12-year thing. And who knows, like halfway in your studies, do you really need to study?
Yeah, a lot of things that I learned in university doesn't really be useful.
So for example, right now, if you are, let's say if you are a kid in preschool, you still have 12 years to go. As a parent, do you think you still trust the school system? I mean, AI is coming, right? Okay, but let's say if you're a parent with a high school kid, right? If you're a parent of a high school kid, you would have to sort of, just go with the flow, right? I mean, you've done most of the K-12. But if you just start K-12, you are a little finicky, right? You're not very certain of, should I send my son on this journey to the next 11 years on this track that is sort of certain while the world is evolving at a rapid pace? What should I do? It's kind of tough.
Yeah, totally. But I think just besides the education or the contents that we learn in school, I think another important thing is that we have to learn the socializations in school, right? 就是怎么样去跟群体相处. Maybe that's the things that will never change.
Really? You think kids socialize in schools? They socialize through their text messaging systems, through their phones.
Yeah, the social media. Yeah, everyone sounds like 就是现在台湾的教育环境就是一直说这个公立学校，因为少子化的关系，越来越多这种8+9，the learning environment isn't be as good as before. Who knows? I don't know. I'm totally far away from the school. So I don't know how the environment changed now.
But one thing is for sure, though, the next time we talk about any education will be for us, not for the kids. We need to be educated, not the kids.
Yeah, I agree.
Our education is too old.
我们要跟上时代。
Yeah. I mean, seriously, some of the mathematical skills I've lost like 20 years ago.
I'm totally lost.
Yeah. So with any AI tools today, I mean, I need to relearn. I need another year or two to relearn everything.
Yeah.
It's not even funny. So, anyways, summer vacation, maybe in the future, AI will study for me and I will take a summer vacation. You never know.
Oh, totally. There's nothing more education. I'm vacations, not education.
Right? I mean, I'll buy a very expensive robot from Elon Musk, right? And then I will, train that robot and its algorithms and everything to mimic me. And then that robot will go to work for me.
Oh.
And I will go on holiday.
Yeah. We'll see that day comes.
Maybe that day will come sooner than we think. All right. So now that Patrick has given us the lowdown on Horace Mann and his wonderful endeavors to public education, right? Now we got to come back to idioms. All right. That's what we are here for, the idioms. Okay.
Yes.
So I got couple odd ones for summer. Okay. Couple odd ones for summer. And these are very rare. Okay. We don't use them very often, but they've got good backstory. Here we go. The first one is the dog days of summer.
Oh, dog days.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me hot dogs.
Okay. So the dog days of summer. Now, dog days sounds very weird, right?
Yeah.
But actually, what happens? I want you to picture this.
Okay.
What happens to a dog on a hot summer day?
The tongue, it comes out.
And
so hot.
If it's really, really hot, you can see it from far away. You can see, wow, today is a very hot day because look at that dog pant, right? That dog is panting like crazy, okay? With his tongue out. So the dog days of summer is saying the hottest time of summer, the most uncomfortable part of the summer.
Maybe it's now, the time that we're recording.
Exactly. These past few days, I can tell you, I think the past month I got heat stroke twice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just from getting in and out of air-conditioned rooms and clients' offices and back on a taxi and then back at home. It's that temperature difference that made me a little woozy. And then, so I got heat stroke twice.
Oh.
In the past month. Yeah. So we are right now, it is the dog days of summer in Taipei. I don't know about you guys in Taichung and elsewhere, but in Taipei, it's crazy hot. Yeah. It's terrible. So the dog days of summer, why dog days? Not because of the dog panting. So because in Greek and Roman times, because the hottest days of the summer, they usually see the star Sirius. And Sirius is the dog star.
天狼星.
Yes. So they saw this Sirius star, the dog star, rising at the same time as the sun. And they know, it's the hottest time of summer. So therefore, the dog days of summer. Okay. Of course. Very, very old, very, very old school, but interesting, right?
Yeah.
The dog days of summer, not a dog panting like we described it. No, the dog star, Sirius.
Dog star, okay.
Nice. Example sentence. During the dog days of summer, it is so hot and humid that all we want to do is stay indoors with the air conditioning on full blast. So in Taipei right now, we are experiencing the dog days of summer.
Yeah, not only Taipei, but also Taichung,
Taichung is always hot, but you guys have it different. It's much drier in Taichung.
Yeah, 我不会觉得闷啊，或是湿热.
Yes, I can't breathe under my face mask. You know that. In Taipei, it's mad. Anyways, we gotta survive. Moving on. So the next idiom, one swallow doesn't make a summer. So in summertime, you see swallows flying.
Yeah.
Right? Catching insects. Okay? So we know swallows. We like swallows. Asians like swallows.
Ah, yes.
And then we have swallow's nest as a delicacy.
Yeah, 燕窝.
Very expensive stuff. Yeah. And so one swallow doesn't make a summer.
Okay.
Swallow in Asian culture is like a good sign, right? Okay. It's very nice. So every time my mom sees a swallow, she's like, yeah, there's a swallow. And I'm like, it's just a bird. So in South Africa, when my mom first saw a swallow building a nest, and my mom's like, oh, we got swallows. Oh, that means our feng shui is good and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, just a bird looking to nest somewhere.
Yeah, maybe. 就是
just a bird.
就是把燕子当作是吉祥跟富贵的鸟。
Yes. Okay. But believe it or not, in this idiom, they also see one swallow, the idiom usage of swallow, is a positive sign.
Okay.
So one swallow doesn't make a summer, meaning that one positive sign does not mean that everything is going to be okay or your success is guaranteed. So one swallow doesn't make a summer. That means when you just see one swallow, it doesn't mean that you're in summertime now, everything's going to be fine.
Okay.
It's not. So maybe we see in business, right? We see certain signs and we think, wow, everybody will come back to buy this product. Maybe not.
Yeah, maybe not. You have to see more signs, not only one.
Yes. So, I mean, not to upset our sponsors, but I mean, if you think about Apple iPhone these days, right? So we know the iPhone is going to get AI at the end of the year, right?
Yeah.
So that's a positive sign. But it doesn't mean that it'll make iPhone a killer phone, right?
But he is already a killer phone.
Well, so for Apple to sell more phones, I guess we can also say one swallow doesn't make a summer. So just having one AI tool isn't going to make Apple sell double their phones.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? So we gotta have to see.
Yeah.
We gotta have to see. But it's positive nonetheless.
But yeah, it reminds me that AI, Apple, iPhone, they redefine the word AI into Apple Intelligence. That's quite smart.
It is.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm in for it. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
But my problem is how many more phones can Apple sell, really?
Yeah, I know. 这个智慧型手机到了一个白热化的阶段。
Yeah, I mean, we are 8 billion people on Earth, but it doesn't mean all 8 billion people need iPhones. So I don't know how many more iPhones they can sell.
Yeah.
But I really look forward to AI because, I mean, I've got an iPhone 13 Pro. That's, at the end of the year, it'll be 3 years old. So
you're going to change one?
I'm in the market for an upgrade.
Oh.
So, I mean, give me a reason to upgrade.
AI.
Tim Cook, please. Yeah, even better if you can sponsor our show, right?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'll buy all your iPhones and I'll buy the iMac and then I'll buy everything.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? Just Tim Cook, Apple, if you guys are listening. And also, we're doing pretty well on Apple Podcasts. So, sponsor us. Yeah.
That's
sponsor our show.
Nice connection.
Yeah, come on, Tim. Be a man. Do the right thing.
Yeah.
Sponsor us. Make Apple proud again.
Make Apple proud again. Apple 15 is now the product, and we're 15 minutes, right? We have the connections between us.
Yes, yes. Exactly. All right. So here we go. One swallow doesn't make a summer. Here's an example sentence. She received an A on her first exam, but her teacher reminded her that one swallow doesn't make a summer. She would need to maintain her performance throughout the semester. Just because you got an A doesn't mean you're going to ace all your subjects. You got to keep it up. So one swallow doesn't make a summer. Okay, good. So that's the second one. And then the last one.
Okay.
A place in the sun. If you have a place in the sun, what do you think it means?
It's damn hot.
Is it?
Yeah, it's now the feeling.
Summer hot.
Yeah, the summer times we don't want any sun to be under my, the place.
So in a way, in Western culture, the sun is not only hot, it's not only related to summer, but sun also mean under the spotlight, having a position on earth, right? Because during the day, you are working, you have a place, you have a position in the world. Okay. So a place in the sun means that you have a favorable or advantageous position.
Okay. Yeah, it's hard.
So your
it's
position is
imagine.
good.
Easy imagine.
Your position. Yeah. So the sun is not always about the heat, not always about, the adjectives associated with it, but actually when something is under the sun or sun, that means you have your place.
Okay.
Okay, people see you.
Yes.
All right. So the example sentence here, after years of hard work and dedication, she finally found her place in the sun with a promotion to the executive team. Okay. So she finally found a place. She finally got a place in the sun.
Yes.
Fantastic stuff. So guys, that's the 3 idioms for today. Dog days of summer, one swallow doesn't make a summer, and a place in the sun. And from Horace Mann, the guy who revolutionized and reformed public education, to Mr. Henry Ford, who gave us our weekends off. Right. Thanks to Horace Mann and Mr. Henry Ford for giving us all these things and pushing us further down the road in the advancement of humankind and education as well. So guys, that's it for today. And if you are interested in any more topics related to the backstories of summer or education and such, please remember to leave us a comment below using the comment link in the description box. And alternatively, you can also go to Patrick, take it away. Please tell us, where can they go and DM you?
Okay, if you are interested in some brand stories, history, origins, trivia 这些历史冷知识、品牌故事或者是历史起源的话 welcome to search my channel 周报时光机 in every podcast platform.
That's right, you guys, and go and subscribe 周报时光机. And thank you for tuning in today, and we will catch you next time, same place on 15 Minutes Cafe. We'll see you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.